Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to briefly tell you about a show that happened tonight. Zero1 Pro and Revolution Championship Wrestling joined together for one night to turn the Patel Center into the Battle Center for one of the best causes you can possibly think of, Slam Cancer 5, a benefit show with donations going to Hospice of Michiana. Can't really do anything better than that. It was the 5th annual James Wilson Memorial Cup. It was a tournament-style bracket system, if you're familiar with that, where a series of matches led up to a second round and then to the finals. The first 4 matches of the evening were all triple threat rules, meaning there were 3 wrestlers at a time. I'm going to briefly go over those matches. First match was Alex Race versus Matt Russo and the Paradox Nate Stone. It was a really good match. The Paradox Nate Stone won. The second match in the first round, Big Daddy Dean took on Brutus Dillon and Jaron Skalka in one of the best matches Michiana's ever seen. Brutus Dillon was able to dominate the match. And here's number 3, Rocco Badnelli versus Chris Tyson and Craven. Craven made his return to RCW after a year and a half absence. After having returned to Perth, Western Australia. Craven won the match. It's always great seeing these guys wrestle. Rocco Badnelli is one of the best bad guys ever, but he showed a lot of class in shaking the hand of Craven at the end. And our final match in the opening round, Heidi Lovelace took on Dylan Bostic and Tony X. These are 3 of the best up-and-coming wrestlers today. Heidi Lovelace, whether you're a male or a female, she doesn't care. She will take you on. Dylan Bostic, who you might recall from Ohio Valley Wrestling, and he was just on SmackDown a few weeks ago. And Tony X, one of the biggest talents you going today. Heidi won the match. Then our next match was semi-final match with Brutus Dillon taking on Paradox Nate Stone. Brutus Dillon won, making his way to the main event of the evening. In the semi-final match 2, Heidi Lovelace versus Craven. Craven was able to win. Really entertaining match. Heidi was laying into Craven the whole match, and Craven was trying to hold back from hitting a girl, but, you know, some things happen. In a break from the tournament, we had a triple threat tag team match for the vacant RCW Tag Team Championship with the team of the American Nightmare, Dusty Bottom, and the International Outlaw, Chris Reigns, taking on Super Diva and Shining Matt Starr, and the team of Eli McFly and Jimmy W. Turtles in Time. Believe it or not, the shell shall reign supreme because Turtles in Time won in a very entertaining match. For the RCW Heavyweight Championship of the World, the Albino Dragon Steven Drochner took on Bulletproof Trip Cassidy. If you remember last year at the 2011 James Wilson Memorial Cup, Steven Drochner won. So he was finally able to cash in his title shot. Bulletproof Trip Cassidy retained. At the end of the match, a masked wrestler came on and super kicked the holy bejeebers out of Bulletproof Trip Cassidy. As he unzipped the mask, it turned out to be the returning Ryan Epic, who, if you remember, was the longest-running RCW heavyweight champion in the history of RCW's illustrious reign. So maybe there's a new side to Ryan Epic after returning from a horrendous knee injury. So, you know, Bulletproof, I was there. I saw Ryan Epic told Trip Cassidy, your days as champion are numbered. Now, I don't know about you, but those are some words that you do not want to forget, that you don't take lightly. I cannot wait to see Trip Cassidy defending his title against Ryan Epic. two of the best wrestlers today. Heck, I would love to see Steven Drachten get another shot and make it a triple threat match. But, who knows. I think those are three of the best right there. And in our main event of the evening, for the 2012 James Wilson Memorial Cup, Brutus Dillon took on the Australian sensation Craven. Arguably one of the best matches of the night. Craven was able to win. It was a brutal match. Lasted a good amount of time. Craven was able to beat the guy nearly twice his size, a good foot taller than him. It was very impressive. It was great to see Craven back in the States. He gave a very inspiring speech, thanking Michiana and thanking the hospice for doing the great stuff that they do for people in need, and wishing that everyone around the world would be free of terrible disease of cancer. I want to say thanks to everyone for a great show. Everyone from the sound guy to security to, of course, the wrestlers, the refs. These are the people you see in the ring all the time. They give you a great match. I would recommend checking out Revolution Championship Wrestling and Zero1 Pro on Facebook.com. Look for their respective websites coming soon, but they're definitely on Facebook.com. Check them out. Once again, that's Revolution Championship Wrestling and Zero1 Pro. Thanks for checking out my video, and let me know what you thought of the show.